Oh, you're right, guys. Just getting a few tomatoes in. These are the ones in the Quadgrows, the older style of Quadgrows. And, well, I've had these for ages. And despite what people tell you, I've not changed the media in here for at least 3 years. It's that 60-40 Cocoa Coir clay balls mix. So it's Tim's Taste of Paradise. One more to go. Yeah, get them all. Yeah, 45 different varieties. Let's blossom out on her walk. The car's broke down. It's broke down forever now. I'm scrapping it. I've had enough. I've had the car. I've been going around. You know, been without it for 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever when Carl's borrowed it. Not a problem. But now I need it to get compost to the allotment. I need to get the plants to the allotment. I can't do it on my bike. Oh well. These things are sent to try us. So this is the last one of the 8 in the Quadgrows. And this one, I'll tell you what they all are in a second. I'm not going to put the solar system on these just yet. There we are, right in. So we've got Britain's Breakfast, Tim's Taste of Paradise, Britain's Breakfast, Tim's Taste of Paradise pear shape, mango lassie, gobstopper, pink champagne, mango apricot and chocolate cherry. And apart from this one, which is a plum, these are all cherry tomatoes. The reason being, I like cherry tomatoes. They're easy to get to. The big ones are going to up the allotment on a trellis or in the straw bales. And I've got my sheet all written out where they're all going, so I'll water these in a minute. I'm not going to set the solar system up. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Right, so I probably show you this every year, but this is the old Quadgrow. It's 4. It's not 2 twos with a joiner. It's 4 with a filling place there and a filling place there. And what I've done as well, I bought the mulch kit with the cane support holes, which is very, very handy. And what I also have done, I bought, you just see one there by the gas bottle, solar panel kit. Drilled a couple of holes in each of these mulch tops, and in there's a pump with 8 outlets on it, solar powered. Pop the dripper in these holes, and when it's a sunny day, it drips in, and it gives that little bit extra moisture, a little bit extra feed on the days when it needs it. Certainly works for me, but I'm not going to set the solar bit up just yet because I just filled the tank up with water there, fresh water, and a little bit of Escalate 12 star. That's like a powdered fertilizer with every nutrient in the world in it. I'm not going to bother tying these up just yet. I want them to waft around a little bit to get the stems a bit stronger. And while we're here, have a quick look up here. I can't see what I'm doing up here. There we are. There's the hanging basket tomatoes from the other day. They've been out now for 4 days, so they're doing all right. Right, chilies next. And now, putting up a few chilies. These are going in the Easy2Grow Autopots. I'm not too worried about this horrible weed. I'm pretty sure it's something like oxalis, because I'm going to put wool pads around the top again like I did last year. Very good that was. So I'm just making a note of where they all are. Next to me is number 13, which is the brown. And again, this compost has been in for, this is the 3rd season now. Say compost, coir and cocoa balls. Coir and clay balls mixed. Seems to be pretty good. The clay balls give the drainage and the coir holds onto a bit of moisture. There we are. And this one is Bishop's Crown. This will be a bit weedy, this one. I think I'll just potted this one up, but I want to get them all out. We'll pick up soon. Okay then, I've done the chilies in the Autopot Easy2Grow system. Still got to do some peppers, I think I'm going to put in the ChilliGrows. I'm just doing the, oh look, is that aubergine? Just doing the LetPot MP1 system, and I've taken one pot out to replant. I noticed there's a lot of roots. Nothing overwintered successfully. This one may be alright because it's still green and it's got shoots coming out. I might leave that one. But the rest are brown and brittle, look. So, yeah. Anyway, I've got one out. I'm going to show you the roots on it. So here it is, lying down, ready to be, well, tipped out and repotted with something else. And look at the roots on that. Absolutely incredible system. Can't fault that at all. So, well, yeah. Okay then, well, there seems to be something happening here. And compared to the others, this one, which is the Bishop's Crown Friar's Hat, the roots are white. So I'm going to repot this. I'm going to replant the actual planter, but I'm going to put the chilli itself into a pot and see what happens, see if it grows. Don't forget, this has been outside all winter. So fingers crossed on this. You never know. And here it is, repotted. Only time will tell. I think I'm actually putting this in the greenhouse. No, I don't know actually. So can any experts out there tell me if that is new growth? Doesn't look like there's anything broken off, as in last year's stalk or last year's leaves. That one might do. Oh, we'll see. No point dilly-dallying with it. Let's get it in the greenhouse and see what happens, eh? Just before I repopulate the actual planter itself, I just connected up the solar panel. The tank's a bit dirty, but I'll give that a clean later. Just want to make sure it's all still working. And here it is. So it feeds into the top layer. Oh, let's get the supports out of the way. And once it gets to that level there, it overflows into the bottom layer, which is bone dry at the moment. And then back into the tank. And what I've done, I put an old sock on there just to catch any perlite and stuff like that that's coming over. So I'll leave that running for a bit while I do the planting up. There we are then, it's flowing into the bottom level now, and it is going back into the main tank, which, as I said, needs a good clean out, but that's for another day. Oh, there's a lot of filming on the phone today. So here's the actual planter itself. What we got in the bottom is some clay balls, and this just stops the media from washing out with those slots at the bottom, because that's what sits in the water and soaks it all up. It's like a wicking system, really. Yeah, so I'm going to put some Mother Earth in here and put the first chilli in, back in a second. There we are then, first one done. This is the Sugar Rush Stripy Peach Variegated. What a beautiful plant, isn't it? Now, I'll tell you what, I'm having a change of plan here. That is such a good looking plant. I'm going to put either side of it the black olive pimento. So I was going to put one in a pot and one in the planter, but the sun is really washing these leaves out, but you probably see it better when I've done it. I reckon that'll look great on the top shelf. Back in a bit. Well, there we are, guys. Oh, that looks pretty good. Top left, going clockwise, we've got the black olive pimento, Sugar Rush Stripy Peach Variegated, another black olive, Dragon's Breath, that one there, claimed to be the hottest chili ever, Lesia, which is sweet pepper and orange pear drop. Looking forward to eating some of these. Right, quick update before I finalise this video. Got some sweet peppers in the ChilliGrow, a 3-pot ChilliGrow. We got Habanada, Mini Bell in the middle, and Chocolate Beauty at the end. And they've all got their wool mulch to stop those pesky blooming weeds growing. Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to eating some of these. And this one here, I'll tell you what, I'm loving those colours. Really, really loving the colour of those chilies. Right, and that's it for now, guys. Take care. Catch you soon.